Longtime fans of the show should be familiar with the lender formerly known as Sue Pullen, and I'm pleased to announce that she's back, fresh off a rebrand and ready to help as Sue Mackey. Sue is a certified mortgage advisor at Fairway Independent Mortgage, an equal housing lender who focuses on finding the right product for you and your needs. She has over 20 years of experience helping thousands of homeowners. Whether it's purchasing, refinancing, or even a reverse mortgage, Sue will help. Sue's licensed in 36 states now, so reach out and let Sue Mackey it happen for you. The best way to reach her is just give her a call at 520-977-7904 or in an email, spullen@fairwaymc.com. Fairway Independent Mortgage has an MLS number of 2289. Sue Mackey has an MLS number of 206048. That email again, spullen@fairwaymc.com, and that phone number is 520-977-7904. Shoot Sue an email and let her know she needs to update that address.
You are listening to an entertainment program put together by a company called Financial Ineptitude. Anything said on this show is not an endorsement or professional advice. Would you really want to tell a court of law you were suing us because you thought taking financial advice from two idiots on a podcast put out by Financial Ineptitude was a good idea? Really? Clown hat smiley face.
Well, hello and welcome to the China Shop, everyone. Get your wonderful asses inside. I'm Shopkeeper Dan. With me, as always, is Kyle, creator of financialineptitude.com. Kyle, are you feeling financially inept today?
I'm feeling inept always, but
in
actually
all
I feel
aspects.
okay. No, I had a bit of a momentary lapse of reason last weekend, like right after we recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot which hand I put the oven mitt on, and I forgot the pan was hot.
Wow. Okay.
But I gotta say though, if you don't have, I think it's called arnica cream or arnica salve, something like that. If it burns like a motherfucker when you put it on, but like the blistering, like that pan was 425 degrees, and I barehanded it, and like the blistering is barely noticeable.
And this week's episode brought to you by Arnica Burn Cream.
Yes, they don't sponsor us or anything, but I am 100% believer everybody should have some of that shit in their house.
Did you get burned by the markets this week?
Yeah,
Slather
slap
some
of
on
that
your
ass.
account.
Yeah, it doesn't make the red go away, but it definitely makes the swelling minimal.
Oh, wow. Wow. Come on to the shop with us today, folks. Sit back, relax, rage against the hedge machine. We'd like to welcome any new listeners just joining us. We're here smashing our way through a complete set of fine china, sharing those ever-growing strategies for maximizing gains and cutting losses. If you are new to the shop and stock trading in general, you can always check out our knowledge and resource centers over on financialineptitude.com, or you can give one of our many beginner trading episodes a listen. We'll have all those links for you down in the episode description. But best place we like to be and hang out is over on the Discord server. Get on there every day with a bunch of really fucking amazing people. Totally free, no paid tiers or access areas, because fuck that shite. And when you do join the server, because there are still people joining the server, Kyle, we're growing daily. And when you do get on that server, hit up Kyle, send him an email or something. Just let him know where you're at, where you want him to mail your smash it yourself swag straight from the China Shop.
You know what else they can do when they join that Discord server?
Well, I hope it's nothing filthy.
No, it's not. No, no feet.
You said it. I
was referencing the M-Period Challenge. We have prizes now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, congratulations to Robert, and thanks to Vanta for sponsoring this week's prize. Robert was able to get 2 free weeks to their trading Discord room.
Then
we'll also have some more prizes as we get some guests offering things up.
That's awesome.
Now's the time to get in there.
Yeah, if you're trading futures, come join us for that M-Period Challenge on Fridays. It's wild. It's a good time.
And no professional traders are eligible, so you don't have to worry about getting smoked by Flary every week.
Oh yeah. No. They'll join us and kick our asses, but they're not stealing the prizes. They're providing the prizes.
They're not pulling a Cartman at the Special Olympics.
Right. Oh, okay. All right, Kyle. Any show news to report?
Oh, I mean, I guess I kind of jumped the gun a little bit there, didn't I? Yeah, there is a little bit more show news. Monday, we got Sean O'Malley, the chief editor and writer for We Study Markets over at the Investors Podcast Network, coming out. And then also next Friday, I will be out of town, so we'll have an extra guest interview episode to release instead. Not sure that's going to be Derek Azulu or if that's going to be Brannigan Barrett. Be one of those two. Whichever one's not out Friday will be out Monday. So
Brannigan Barrett.
I know, and that guy was awesome.
That is a
really
name.
awesome. Yeah. Yeah, you don't really come across that one very often.
It sounds like a character in a movie
Or a cartoon.
or a cartoon. Captain Brannigan.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, folks, strap in. We have got a pristine, playful, peculiar show for you today. Lots of market-moving news, plenty of stocks on the radar, and brighter futures than a Russian mercenary taking a plane ride.
Oh my gosh. How do you put everybody in the plane like that?
You know, Kyle, it does seem to be either hubris or like a misdirect. It just seems unbelievable.
Something
right?
is very wrong there.
Right. Do
Were you about to ask me if that was too soon? Because, no. That guy? No. Regardless of how it happened, that guy was kind of a piece of shit.
Did he really think like, well, I'll be the only person in the world Putin won't venge kill?
Right. No, we're good. We're good. We had a little tiff, but I
No.
just challenged him on the world stage.
Our relationship is special.
Yeah.
Oh, reach out to us. We love your messages and comments on Twitter and Facebook. Again, over on our Discord, it's the best place to toss them up. If you're old school, you can send us an email, twobulls@financialineptitude.com. That's the number 2, BULLS, at financialineptitude.com. Maybe you got a hot stock tip. Maybe you want to tell us about a great trade you just made. Or maybe you've just been cruising underground, enjoying that sweet dirt life, when some sharp vibrations draw you to the surface where you find tiny deadly creatures, but they're too delicious to ignore.
I know what movie that is.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I think I do. What was last
All right.
week's?
last week's you're constantly throwing amazing parties in an effort to steal your neighbor's wife, but it's her annoying male cousin from the Midwest who keeps showing up instead.
That feels like an old 80s rom-com.
Does it?
Kind of does, the way you described it, but I'm guessing that's not the case.
I would love to see that remake.
what was it?
The Great Gatsby.
Oh. I don't know. Was that Leonardo DiCaprio's in that, right?
Oh, in the movie, yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
think I saw that
he
one.
played the Gatsby. That would be from his point of view.
Yeah.
I would love to see an 80s rom-com of the Great Gatsby.
Ooh, I wonder if we should write that.
Yeah,
That'll be
write
our
that down.
consequences when we lose this week.
I want Tobey Maguire to play the cousin. I revise this role. All right. I think it's time to talk about those awful bet results.
You sure we can't just digress for a little bit longer?
Yeah, sure.
No, we'll get it over. It's like a Band-Aid. Rip it off, right?
Yeah, get it done.
All right. Well, we thought we'd go long JWN Nordstrom, thinking that it's kind of selling off going into earnings. Thinking we might get a nice little pop out of the earnings.
Yeah.
We were wrong, like very, very wrong. But
Couldn't have been more wrong.
on the plus side, we were stopped out before we were very wrong.
Mm.
Opened on Monday at 1921. Got below our stop on Tuesday at 1804. This was before earnings.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think it closed the week somewhere around like $15 a share.
Ooh.
But we went from $490.99 to $461.09. No, it's not looking good.
And that's because it gapped below our stop.
Yeah, and I think this might be the last one for the week since we're not going to be here next week.
Oh, well, there's no...
we can make a pick this week, but then I don't know how that's going to work if we're coming back on the 8th next.
Ooh. Well, how did Random do? If we call it here, did we lose?
Oh, yeah. Handily. And I'm pretty sure we're going to lose anyway. Random had BCS, Barclays. They opened the week at 741, and even with all the sell-off, it only closed on Friday at 734. Random is sitting at 497.97.
Okay. So we need like a 10%.
Yeah.
We need 10% just to get to break even.
Should have gone long AMC. Did you see us up at like 15 again?
What the fuck?
Well, yeah, also 10 for 1 split, 90% dilution.
Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Wow.
We'll talk
Wow.
more about that later.
Yeah, we'll get to, and then I got more to talk about bet-wise, but we'll save that for the end.
Okay, we'll make a decision when we get to there.
Yeah. For now, let's talk about some news.
Yeah.
All right.
Dow drops deep on moving inflation, COVID frustration, war damnation. We're just bringing you the fucking news. You gotta recognize the game if you don't wanna lose. We're just two fools trading information.
Yeah, we are.
Rioters raiding, insider trading, taxes are raising, bills on the hill. We got a crypto mill. No, they ain't growing weed. When the Fed speaks today, it's some shit we don't need.
Sing it, Dan.
Two fools trading information.
What?
Two fools trading information.
I'm inclined to agree.
Two fools trading information.
That is accurate. Very accurate. What information?
All right, Dan, I think you got the big story this week.
Yeah, CD rates are back.
Oh, I mean, okay.
Was that
Like-
is that not the big story?
You talking about the 11 for 1 deals we used to get when we were kids?
Yeah, Columbia House and
Yeah, yeah.
BMG Music Group.
You also got entered into a sweepstake to win $1 billion.
Oh, so while just real quick, CD rates are back up above 5%. So it might be a viable investing strategy depending on whether you've got enough money to make it so and how inflation goes. Oh, inflation, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's the
inflation
thing.
was a thing. Yep.
That was the thing. Powell spoke at the Jackson Hole, Wyoming
Jackson Hole.
symposium. Yeah.
I was seriously wondering why they hosted it there. My initial thought was that they're sticking him in the middle of Wyoming so they can't make stock trades. But apparently that's a big billionaire retreat. Like there's a lot of skiing, fly fishing, all kinds of shit. In fact, the reason why it actually has been located there is since 1981 was because of Paul Volcker. He was the Federal Reserve chairman then. He wanted to attend the big fly fishing tournament in that area, which was held in late August.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. So if you ever wondered why they do it in Jackson Hole, that's why.
Well, because of the fishing.
Mm-hmm. It's exactly, yeah. This isn't a work trip. This is a free paid vacation for these guys.
Yeah. This is absolutely a vacation in which he gets to stand at a podium and say, "quote The Fed Bank is prepared to raise rates further."
Mm. Yeah, it was like a 20-minute speech too.
Bring inflation down to our 2% goal. It was
probably the shortest speech I think I've seen him give since he's been chairman.
He could have given it in 30 seconds.
Yeah, that fishing must have been really good this year.
So they're not changing targets. They're going to keep raising rates. I mean, core inflation is nice and sticky. It's not dropping quite like we'd like it to.
The best kind of inflation is sticky, isn't it?
Sticky inflation? No.
No. Oh, okay.
What's really getting me though is the cumulative impact. Like, because it's like, oh yeah, June 1st, 2022, inflation was 9.1%, and now we got it down to 3%. But when I go into a fucking Walmart to buy the same exact air filter I got in 2020, that costs $40, and now it costs $60.
Yeah.
And the filter that used to cost $20 now costs $30. I'm saying inflation's at 50%.
Right.
From what I remember.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Yeah. It doesn't mean that prices are going to go down anytime soon. They're still going up at 3%.
Yeah. So
they're just trying to make them go up slower.
If you need a lesson in compound interest and the power of compound interest,
Yeah, look at inflation.
look at what inflation has done to fucking prices. The good news for people on the ground though is we finally got positive wage growth. Like wage growth is back in positive territory where we haven't seen it since 2020.
Yeah.
So that's good for us, but the Fed does not see that as good.
No, they actually think that that's causing the inflation.
Yeah.
Yeah, then probably some of that, but you can't hold wages flat for so long and not expect some kind of correction to happen at some point.
Well, the system can't work if people on the bottom, which are the real engine of the economy, is the little people.
Mhm.
If they don't have the money to spend, the economy grinds to a halt. That's just a fact.
Yeah, Dan,
This is
the
a fact.
fact is the economy runs on little people like you.
Yeah, exactly like me. Little tiny people who could barely move a 250-pound box.
Sorry, I've got Christmas vacation stuck in my head again. It's little people like you.
Like you. Yeah. What do you got for big news?
Well, I don't know if you've been paying much attention to China, but apparently there's some turmoil going on over there. Not just what's been going on with the real estate issues.
Evergrande and whatnot.
No, there's been $11 billion worth of outflows from Chinese stocks over the past 13 days. And this is through
Whoa.
Wednesday.
So like $100 million a day is getting sold off.
Yeah, that's the longest stretch in going back to 2016, according to Bloomberg. Most of it is because of the real estate stress in China. Let's see. The key Huichao Motai Co.
I'm gonna get you Mandarin pronunciation lessons.
Do you think that's? Do you have to say it like that, like sing-songy? Huichao Motai Co.
The-
China.
Well, no, that's like a key difference
Yeah,
between
yeah.
Asian languages and ours is the tonality.
Yep.
Yeah.
They are the number one maker of alcoholic beverages. They saw the heaviest selling. Foreign investors dumped $851 million worth of the stock
What?
from the 7th through the 18th. Yeah.
When misery goes up, people drink more. What are they doing?
Not in China. The CSI 300 index of Chinese shares was at a 9-month low this week, taking declines from a February high to about 13% amid investor discontent with a slew of unfavorable economic data and a perceived lack of government intervention to support struggling sectors such as housing.
Could you explain that to me like I'm a 5-year-old?
No. I can read it to you
Good.
slowly like an American in
Good
France.
answer. Good answer.
Yeah. 13%. No, I'm not going to do it. 13. Look at my mouth.
1-3.
I did not realize this, but apparently the property sector is 30% of the country's overall output.
Wait, the property sector? Like people
Yes.
paying rent?
I guess, or just new constructions. But how can that be 30% of your country's output?
What?
You can't output housing, can you?
Well, I guess if it's like this is the shipping container tiny home craze.
Guess.
They're all made in China.
Maybe. And that's why they're taking them from the Iran tankers that they keep seizing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So I guess the Chinese government has pledged to support that struggling sector, but there has been no concrete intervention yet announced, and any rescue efforts could arrive too late for the developers like Country Garden or Evergrande, who are either running out of time or already out of time.
Or just out of time, yeah.
Yeah. So things not looking good in China.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, there are over in Europe, they're facing much more important things than an imploding economy.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it like that. I actually think this is a positive thing.
Oh.
It's not as important, but the EU has passed the Digital Services Act.
Mhm.
That's gonna affect Facebook, Google, and X and TikTok and
Can we just? I refuse to call it X.
formerly
I'm sorry.
known as Twitter,
Yeah.
Twitter,
Twix.
Twix. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we'll just call it Twix. This could have repercussions everywhere, right?
Yeah.
If these companies want to keep doing social media in the EU, they've got 5 key issues that this law addresses. The first one, illegal products. If you're going to be in the EU Facebook Marketplace, you gotta get rid of the illegal products people are listing.
Wait. Oh, what's their argument? We're just a marketplace. We don't
Yeah, we were not
have
the
any
ones.
say over the people who are posting the materials they're
Exactly.
selling.
Exactly.
We're not we don't moderate the speech on our platforms. Just like we don't moderate the products.
Exactly.
Just like at a whorehouse, I don't moderate. I don't check everyone's ID.
Look, I just own the place. These
Yeah.
women show up, these men show up, they go to the room. It's up to them.
Exactly.
Illegal content. They want them to install new measures to crack down on propaganda, election interference, hate crimes, online harassment, and they want to make sure that social media is doing all that while still ensuring the fundamental rights recognized by the EU of freedom of expression and data protection.
I'd like to see them do something about the troll farms.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'll speed it up because this is not entertaining. Protection of children. They want to make sure that social media isn't tracking and targeting kids with ads.
Yeah.
So if you register as under 18,
Let me ask you.
I was thinking of
just switching it.
Start it and say I'm 1 year old.
Yeah. Just go with the business age. Why is it not okay to advertise targeted to kids, but it's okay to do it to adults?
Because kids are too dumb. I don't know.
I've met a lot of smart kids. I've met a lot of stupid adults.
The kids need privacy and safety, and we don't.
I guess not, huh?
Because apparently it's bad for children's mental health, but not ours.
Yeah.
The big one that for me, their big one is ban on dark patterns. But before we get there, they also they're going to cut out. They're like, no, you can't collect race, gender, and religion to target advertising.
Yeah,
I like that.
Off. Yeah, me too.
But the dark patterns. They did an audit of 399 online shops and found 40% of them use manipulative practices to exploit consumers' vulnerabilities and trick them, like hiding delivery costs, hiding cheaper options, fake countdown timers with a deadline for purchase.
I fucking hate those things. There's only 3 seats left. You gotta book it now.
Sites that, exactly. But no.
Bullshit.
And then sites that manipulate you into a subscription.
Mm-hmm.
They're cracking down on that, and I'm like, oh, no, this is good shit.
Yeah,
this is some good shit. Why is Europe on top of this, and our deadlocked piece of shit legislatures can't raise their fucking finger? They can't even promote a general anymore, Kyle. Well, they don't even have a fucking armed forces.
Do you know what they are focused on?
What's that?
They're
something good, I hope.
The Credit Card Competition Act.
Oh.
This is not exactly new news. This story I think was published like a month ago, but it's kind of a big deal in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's a bipartisan push in Washington to clamp down on credit card fees.
Ooh.
So it's a bill introduced in both the House and the Senate that aims to bolster competition for credit card processing networks by requiring big banks to allow at least one network that isn't Visa or MasterCard to be used for their cards. That way they give merchants who have to pay interchange fees a choice that they rarely otherwise would get.
Interesting. How are retailers responding?
Well, I'll tell you that the retailers love this, and you know why?
It saves them fucking money.
Yeah, 2 to 3%. But guess what that 2 to 3% usually goes to?
Oh, the banks?
No, that goes to the Visa, MasterCard, Discover, but that's what actually funds all of their credit card rewards programs and their fraud protection.
Oh, so they don't take that money from their profits off the exorbitant interest rates.
No. They use that to entice the consumer, and that the retailers are basically funding those programs. So, of course, Amazon, Best Buy, Kroger, Shopify, Target, Walmart, and nearly 2,000 other retailers, platforms, and small businesses are all urging lawmakers to pass this.
They're like, do it. And then Visa and MasterCard and Amex are like, no.
It's like, you're going to hurt the consumers if you do that. You know that if Amazon, Best Buy, Kroger, Shopify, all these companies save 2 to 3%, or even like 1 or 2% on their transaction fees, they're not cutting costs for consumers.
Wait,
that's just going to their bottom line.
No,
that's what's going to happen.
They'll surely use it to pay higher wages, Kyle.
Yeah, okay. But I just, isn't it amazing how when you have this many big name companies on board with something that it suddenly becomes a bipartisan project?
You know, that is amazing.
Yeah.
It's like magic. It's like magic, Kyle. something starts to get done, and it turns out it's because there's a ton of money behind it.
Yeah.
Shocked,
Right.
I say.
Like, if you really want to help the consumers, why don't you do something about the exorbitant interest rates credit card companies charge?
Their hands are tied, Kyle. Their hands are
Yeah.
tied.
No, yeah, exactly.
Oh, we can't get an extra 2% from Walmart. Sorry, guy, you can't have those frequent flyer miles anymore.
Yeah, sorry, we barely make it a profit with 20%
Yeah.
on your payday loan.
Yeah, right.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway, that's all I got for regular news.
Yeah, me too. You know what I'm really ready for? I could really use right now, Kyle. Really good
Yeah?
for my head. It's a couple advertisements really set me straight.
Oh, you know what? I can get you your fix, man. But you know that
Jones and
I gave you that first taste for free, buddy. But you're gonna have to do something for me this time.
oh, does it involve unzipping?
You know what it involves. Are you looking for that perfect gift for the special someone in your life? Well, you are in luck because the China Shop Shop has you covered. Whether they're a fan of the markets or not, our products are sure to confuse their recipients in a way that's sure to bring a smile to your face. And for a limited time, use promo code YOURMOM for 20% off. So remember, shop the China Shop Shop, your source of niche stock market podcaster swag at financialineptitude.com. Longtime fans of the show should be familiar with the lender formerly known as Sue Pullen, and I'm pleased to announce that she's back, fresh off a rebrand and ready to help as Sue Mackey. Sue is a certified mortgage advisor at Fairway Independent Mortgage, an equal housing lender who focuses on finding the right product for you and your needs. She has over 20 years of experience helping thousands of homeowners. Whether it's purchasing, refinancing, or even a reverse mortgage, Sue will help. Sue's licensed in 36 states now, so reach out and let Sue Mackey it happen for you. The best way to reach her is just give her a call at 520-977-7904 or in an email, spullen@fairwaymc.com. Fairway Independent Mortgage has an MLS number of 2289. Sue Mackey has an MLS number of 206048. That email again, spullen@fairwaymc.com, and that phone number is 520-977-7904. Shoot Sue an email and let her know she needs to update that address. Woo! Those are some good advertisers.
I need some Listerine.
Oh, God, I don't know if I want to leave that one in. First taste is free, buddy.
First taste is free.
All right, let's play the stock song and move on.
All
before
right.
this gets out of
All
control.
right.
Stock time! Now it's talk about stocks time. Looking for setups, it's still not advice. Big moves, fresh news, and earnings. All that we're saying, it's still not advice. Stock time!
Please don't do it. All right, you wanna kick us off, or should I start off with my AMC story?
Oh, well, I mean, now I got to hear the AMC story.
I mean, if you remember, we talked about how the courts had tried to stop the 8 conversion from happening, and then that got overruled. Well, it actually did go through finally. They implemented their 1-for-10 split of its common stock. So you got 1 share for every 10 shares that you had before. And then the AMC preferred equity unit was also converted. Numbers on this thing are fucking staggering, though. Okay, so the reverse split took place on Thursday. It reduced the common share count to 52 million. Then on Friday, the 995 million APE shares converted to roughly 100 million AMC shares. So APE shares should no longer trade as of Friday. And then on August 28th, AMC is paying out an additional 1 share for every 7.5 shares owned as of closing on the 24th, which will result in another 59 million pre-conversion AMC shares. So that's a 13% increase from the pre-conversion share count. Ultimately results in 158 million outstanding shares. And then once all those actions are completed, they have the authorization to issue up to 550 million additional shares without further shareholder approval.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, so they can dilute it by a factor of 4?
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
Wow.
But what was really interesting is Wedbush. They upgraded them to neutral from underperform, saying that they think AMC is well positioned against an improving industry backdrop. They expected North American box office to end up 20% higher than in 2022.
How, when all of the companies that make these movies are showing like we can't keep making these movies, we're not turning a profit.
And aren't all the actors striking?
All the actors and the writers are on
Yeah.
strike right now. In fact, Kyle, I mean, this may be a little bit conspiracy theory, but that article might be designed to attract some interest at AMC
Yeah.
to pay for all the new shares that they're gonna dump on the market. Somebody's got to buy them.
Yeah. Well, somebody was buying on Wednesday. Buys outnumbered sell orders 2.5 to 1, according to J.P. Morgan.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I know I finally canceled my credit card to get out of that AMC subscription.
Oh yeah.
They wouldn't end it on the app, and they wouldn't when I went into the movie theater. They were like, "Yeah, we don't do any. That's not us. That's another company."
To try tweeting Adam Aaron
No,
or Xing. Is it Xing now?
Twixing.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even attempt Twixing Adam Aaron. Such an idiot. What was
Okay,
I
I can do
thinking?
that for you.
All right. Well, no, I literally canceled the credit card.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
closed
Sometimes you have to. I
Well,
think I've done that before to get out of some fucking
the-
recurring fees that
some-
you can't cancel.
The lady said that just changing the number, they're like, on our back end, we see it as a subscription, so we're just gonna carry it over to the new number. And I
Oh,
was
what?
like, oh well, fuck you very much. Why don't we cancel that card?
Yeah, thank you.
She's like, okay. It's like, wow. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I don't need this credit card anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That- no kidding. All right.
Anyway, I got a
What else
nice
you
little talk about fuck you. Chicago is suing Kia and Hyundai, and I'm all for this because it's fucked up, and also I'm
Mhm.
involved in it personally because I own a Kia Soul.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, so you do have a soul.
I do, but it's at constant risk of theft.
Yes.
Yeah. So the city's complaint is that Kia and Hyundai didn't equip any engine immobilizers or anti-theft technology in their cars between 2011 and 2022,
hmm
when everybody else did. And then, of course, that TikTok video came out that showed everybody how to bypass their fucking ignition.
Right.
It's something stupid. Like the amount of cars in Chicago. Yeah, in 2022, 7,000 Kias and Hyundais were stolen in Chicago.
Yeah. Wow. Jeez.
And it makes up a large percentage of all the cars stolen, enough to where Chicago's like, holy fuck, Hyundai and Kia, if you'd done something, we'd have a lot less car thefts.
So what are they suing them for? The cost to investigate?
Well, originally the Illinois Attorney General tried to get them to do a federal recall,
Yeah.
but that didn't work.
Mm.
So they're suing them to try and recover some of the money and the costs of the law enforcement operations that they've had to
Right.
do. I know that I said it on this show before. I couldn't it's hard for me to get car insurance now.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, that is.
And Kia's like, well, did you want to put a club on your steering wheel? Like, yeah, that's the solution.
Could be. Maybe. I don't know. How big are those things?
They're fucking large, and I don't want them rolling around my car. I
Also,
actually
Is there a TikTok video showing you how to defeat those too?
probably. You know what I do, Kyle? I just disconnect the battery when I park
Smart.
outside of my garage.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, where's the Tic Tac challenge to pop the hood and diagnose the electrical issue?
Right.
Go for it.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see, what else do I got? Oh, speaking of cars, actually, I think you brought up, or we both brought up the auto workers potential strike. That Ford was
United
preparing
Auto
for.
Workers.
Yeah. Apparently, it's not going all that great with the big three auto workers. They did manage to get a contract with UPS, a new 5-year contract that averted a strike. Also, American Airlines Group, their pilots did the same. So, looks like the biggest one now is still the big three auto workers.
Yeah, the UAW. And
Yeah.
so are they? They're still they're on strike now.
They're not on strike, but I think they authorized the strike if the negotiations fail. And the talks have not been all that great to start out with. They've been tense. UAW President Sean Fain broke the tradition of shaking hands with the auto company's executives at the start of the contracts in mid-July. He also apparently chucked Stellantis' offer into the trash.
Do you have any opening remarks? Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, pretty much. Analysts Evercore ISI are putting the odds of a strike at the big three is greater than 50%. And they say the next 3 weeks are going to be crunch time to get something going to avoid a prolonged strike.
Wow. Suddenly the Tesla plant in Texas is like, yeah, go ahead, do it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So things not looking great for the big three autos.
Yeah. Well, after UPS, they got a nice wage hike for those drivers that fucking make Amazon and the rest of the world go round.
Yeah.
In their hot trucks. So I don't know. We've got like this wave of strikes. I can't. I think the workers have the power.
Oh, 100%.
We're gonna see them cave.
Tight labor market.
Fucking tight labor market.
The only thing that's really going to stop that, I think, is probably an actual recession.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Man, shit is bad. Shit is really bad. For the common folk.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Dollar Tree is gonna start locking up some of their merchandise. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Sounds like a joke, right?
It does.
Yeah. No, I'm dead serious. Dollar Tree is like, we're down 3% quarter to quarter in sales, and it's due to shrinkage.
Wow.
So they're gonna start locking up products that cost $1.25.
And just lock the whole store. Just say, here, browse the e-menu, and we'll bring it out to you.
Good Lord.
That's what's going to end up happening. They're going to be like store vending machines. You won't even be allowed inside of it. You just punch in the product you want. It'll drop it in the... Yeah.
Well, was it Amazon and Whole Foods were trying that, where you have to have your account and your card, and then when you shop, it just tracks everything and automatically charges you as you leave the store.
Right. I don't like that either. Because you know what they're going to do in that case is you're going to put all the shit the kids want to grab really low at toddler height, and then they're just going to stuff their pockets and walk out, and mom's not going to know.
Yep. I know I would have done.
Oh, I would have
done
too.
That as like a 6, 7, 8-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
I was constantly throwing candy in the cart.
Right.
Yeah. Like, see if mom notices. I'm going to put this under the bag of sugar.
Yeah.
I don't think the rise in theft in Dollar Tree items is because all of a sudden people are just getting more criminal.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
This has to do with the fact that people are putting groceries on their credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You go to Dollar Tree because you're like, yeah, I got $10 I can spend on whatever. If you're going to Dollar Tree, it's because to steal, it's because you have $0.
Yeah, right.
It's where homeless people go to get their food, man.
Yeah.
I see it. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. Nope. A lot of things not looking good for the near term. Well, should we get some good news and move on to crypto?
Is that where the good news is hiding?
It could be. You never know.
I did have one last honorable mention.
Oh yeah,
for a story. Remember Zillow lost all that money on the house flipping?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they've just announced that they're going to introduce a 1% down home purchasing program, home loaning.
Oh, okay, that's a good way. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Get people who can't even afford the minimal payment to take on a mortgage with 7% interest.
Well, that's just it too. Like you read their requirements. One of them is you can't make too much money. Like it's only for poor people.
Okay.
It doesn't solve anything though, because
no, not really.
A smaller down payment's just with these interest rates, especially, it's just a higher monthly mortgage.
I wonder how are they doing on all those houses they ended up buying at the peak.
They lost a ton of money. I think this is them trying that same thing, but now they're trying to push that liability on other people.
Right. Exactly.
That's my takeaway. I'm like, oh, they still want to do the house flipping, but they want you to be liable for the loan.
Oh, looks like it's only available in Arizona right now too.
Yeah. It's a pilot program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well.
I love how the article says home buyers typically aim for 20% down.
Nah, I
Yeah.
always aim for 5.
It's like, if you can put 20% down, you're doing a-okay. You're doing better than me.
Right.
Fucking
I always
A.
could. I never wanted to. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, give me the 3% interest rate on borrowing 20%, and I'll go stick the rest in the stock market.
There you go. All right, that's all I got.
All right, let's do some crypto then.
I got some crypto in my wallet, hanging out on my Ethereum blockchain. Yeah, I got some crypto in my wallet, some Doji, Sushi, Polkadot, NFT. Decentralized, anonymized, fabulous cryptocurrency.
Well, do we have any good news in crypto?
Bitcoin velocity's low, and the RSI says oversold. So maybe a turnaround.
I did see, I think it was JP Morgan or somebody saying that they thought the downside risks to Bitcoin were minimal right now.
Oh. It's already, everybody who's gonna sell is already sold.
Yeah, basically after that sell-off. They're thinking sounded like they thought the floor was in. No, I got one from Coinbase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're talking with Canadian banking giants to try to trying to convince them to support the crypto ecosystem in Canada, which the company has recently entered as it grapples with regulatory uncertainty in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
The Lucas Matheson, the director of Coinbase's Canada operations, says he's been having conversations with their tier 1 banks. He did not identify them by name, but the largest, the Big Five, are the Royal Bank of Canada, Toronto Dominion Bank, Bank of Nova Scotia, Bank of Montreal, and the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce.
Oh wow, it's a lot of banks.
He said he's hopeful that over the next few quarters they'll see some of the larger banks in Canada start participating in the crypto economy. They started operating in Canada this month after being sued in June by the SEC for operating as an unregistered securities exchange. And of course, they're praising Canada's approach to crypto regulation. I'm guessing the bar for good is just not suing them at this point.
just don't attack us.
Yeah. He did say that the regulators have been engaged and helpful in finding the right regulatory framework for both the digital asset economy and the country's own ambitions to become a leader in the space.
Okay. Does Canada have regulations in place?
Good question. Apparently they do. It's hard to really tell what they are. I don't think we have enough time to research that and dive into it. But yes, they do have regulations. Apparently they're more friendly than the U.S. We'll just say that.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, if they solve that puzzle, more power to them.
What's interesting though is people like Binance and Paxos have exited the Canadian market due to their introduction of some stricter rules. I guess so in July they proposed capital plans for banks and insurers who hold crypto assets in an effort to bring more clarity on how to treat the asset class when it comes to capital and liquidity. So some crypto firms are moving to Canada, others are leaving it. So I guess the verdict is mixed.
This is the Wild West. Some people are leaving California, some people are showing up.
Well, some people like it when you can shoot your neighbor and steal their land. Other people find that to be a bit of a hindrance.
Yeah. Wagons east.
Yeah. What do you got for us?
The U.S. has arrested a guy and put another guy on the sanctions list. Do you remember Tornado Cash?
No, I've never heard of that one. I don't think.
The U.S. shut him down. It was an Ethereum mixer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so When I read about, I'm like, what the fuck did Tornado Cash do? I'm like, oh wow, okay, so that's like the definition of money laundering. Yeah, they did a thing called coin mixing or coin tumbling, where you put your Bitcoin in, and it just everybody puts their coins in, and it just mixes them up and spits them out, and then you get just a different coin. And they do it blind, so the coin comes out without any transaction history.
Nice.
So like we can swap coins, but I don't know who you are, you don't know who I am, and there's no record.
Right. And now there's no way to prove how you got your Bitcoin.
Yeah. So apparently this is how North Korea, they stole about 620 million in Ethereum, and as of March 2022, they were able to launder 455 million of it through Tornado Cash.
Wow. I've been wondering how they're able to do that with the unique identifiers. That makes a lot of sense.
That's how they did it. So the U.S. finally arrested one of the guys, put the other guy on the sanctioned list that were running Tornado Cash.
That's not surprising.
Yeah. It's shocking.
Right. The sad thing is there's probably like 15 other ones out there doing the same thing.
Yeah. So much for the fucking ledger. Goddamn.
I didn't know it was that easy to confuse it.
Right. And then I also had one other story.
That makes you wonder how many banks are doing the same thing.
I wasn't going to mention the story, but the article after that one on that website, if you follow it, if you go over to Crypto News on the Discord, Bank in Washington, Farmington Bank, just got shut down for trying to do the smart contracts through their bank. They violated some banking rules. I just shut down the article. I don't have the details, but anyway, yeah.
Yep. All right. Anything else for crypto before we move on?
The IRS is proposing new rules to try and tax crypto investors.
No.
Yeah.
They're still trying to get their money?
Yep. Still trying to get their money. They should. You know what they should have done? The IRS should set up a Tornado Cash and just skim whatever taxes
from the top. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, whatever the tax rate is, just skim that amount.
They don't care if money is laundered. I mean, there is a spot on your tax returns to put in like money you got from ill-gotten gains. There is. They don't care as long as you report it.
Yeah. As long as you pay taxes on it, then they're like, well, I don't give a shit. You stole it from your brother.
That's how they caught Capone.
Yeah, right. You have way too rich of a life for the amount of taxes you're paying.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's move on then. Let's do. Is it time for the bet?
What's the next thing? What's the next thing?
I feel like we should probably write this down.
Well, while you're looking, I'm just gonna reach back here behind my back while you're writing that down.
I found it. I think it's the good, bad, and the ugly. Ah, Jesus.
It's really effective when you're right next to the guy. You don't even have to aim.
It's really easy. 2 for 1.
2 for 1. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can lead us off then, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah.
Start of the week, I traded really well as far as following plan, having good entries. I had 100% lucrative trade score from Monday through Thursday.
Fuck yeah.
I was executing patiently. I was waiting for spots. I cleaned out a lot of shit on my charts and just kind of broke it down to like the most important spots that I want to watch. And I was not engaging anywhere else.
Fuck yeah.
If I can keep doing that, then it's just a matter of time. Then we'll hear more about that as we go on.
Yeah.
What was your good?
I also Monday through Thursday and almost 100% on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Stuck to strategy and trading properly.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I ended up. I only traded 2-3 days. I took a couple days. I went down to Tucson to see a concert one night and came back and didn't trade the next day. It was kind of a just drive down for the concert and come back.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, and even though I ended up flat, like I don't. I everything was on strategy. Like I can't kick myself at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's first week I think I've ever had. I mean, fucking Jackson Hole sucked me into a couple
Yeah.
trades that I shouldn't have. But yeah, I've never had a better score from my inner boss on like, hey, trade executor, you fucking did good this week.
Fucking nailed it.
Yeah, good job.
And I tell you what, man, I think I mentioned it last week, like cutting out those trades that we know we shouldn't take. Like
Hmm.
those are the ones that really do hurt the worst for me.
Yeah,
Just choosing to not take those trades, I think, has been one of the biggest things that has helped with my mental state during trading.
yeah, yeah. And take you know what I also and part of that good when you're trading on strategy, I found myself not getting emotional about taking losses
Yes,
at
yes.
all, at all. I'm like, it's on strategy. What am I gonna do?
All right, let's talk about my bad then.
Uh,
And I basically just wrote down Friday,
mm,
all of Friday. Friday was my bad.
all of it.
There was a couple of reasons. First was the really low liquidities we chose to trade before the Jackson Hole speeches, which I think was a mistake on my part. Um, at least after the first time I took a stop when it was like
The slippage was insane.
the minis were like a 6 ticks away from my stop, and I got filled 3 points lower than where my stop was.
Yeah,
Like the first time that happened, that should just been, you know what, hands off. I'm not gonna trade anymore until this liquidity comes back.
right, right.
But no, 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 no. I took 5 more or 4 more.
Oof.
Took 4 more trades. I hit a max drawdown and was just not feeling great about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it because the trades started to get emotional, or because it?
I got very emotional, and that's actually my ugly. If you want me to
Okay,
just hit the two of
if
them because they're pretty much tied
yeah,
together.
go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah. My ugly was how I felt after that Friday. And the good is that the good I take out of this is that I sat down and I did the journaling pretty much right then in that moment.
Hmm.
And if I hadn't done that, I'd have been stewing over this still now as we speak.
Yeah,
But when I went through and I did my journaling, I went and found that like 4 out of the 5 entries that I had were actually in good spots and had good logic behind them. They were decent trades, just not right for the market that we were in.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, like, how I let that affect me was not good, but the review process was able to put me in a much better mindset to look back and think, like, you know what? Even though I was feeling like shit, I was still executing pretty well.
I think that's one of the big values of that trade journal.
Yes. Yes.
I've experienced the same thing. In fact,
Yeah.
we do together go,
Hmm.
replaying a day. Like, wait a minute, I felt terrible about this day, but I shouldn't because fuck, none of my entries were wrong.
Right.
Like they were all on strategy. They were all in fucking good areas with good reactivity. I just didn't swing my way.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
or didn't hit my take profit target. Like I could have flattened them for something.
Yeah, and that's what most of my trades were on Friday. I could have flattened them for a decent
For,
amount,
yeah, decent profit.
or at least something. Just
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. What was your bad and ugly then?
It's Friday with that slippage. I also should have stopped.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hit a max drawdown, thankfully. I was flat on the day.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
because honestly, I was attempting like, I normally don't trade the big events. Normally, I sit out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this time I was like, Dan, just try to stay on strategy. Like
Mhm.
try and trade it that way. Like wait for those big swings of the first while he's talking, and then like stay on it.
Wait for it to settle out and then try to look for something.
And I had an instance where, and I think I even posted it maybe in the chat. But
Mhm.
I had I should have stopped fucking trading with that slippage, right? I had the same
Yeah.
instance with you where like it took my stop and it wasn't even trading anywhere near it. And I was like, this is bizarre. Um,
Right.
and by not stopping then, I had trade skip my stop.
Oh, that's right.
I had a trade skip my stop, and I went from up points to down points, and then it took another trade to get back even.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Damn. Well, good job not letting that really rattle you, because that could have been something that could have really like set you in a downward spiral really quickly.
Absolutely. And the only reason I got that last trade in was because I managed to take a step back and be like, all right, no, Dan, on strategy.
Mm-hmm.
If you, what would it do? Are you seeing any trades? Like, don't revenge trade. That was fucking shitty. You shouldn't have been trading. Like, you already knew slippage was wrong. So yeah, I took one trade, got flat, and called it a day.
Yeah. Nice
Uh,
job.
But it was the I should have stopped when that lack of liquidity and the slippage, because when it got super liquid, the slippage was still happening.
Yep. Yep.
Like
It's
yeah,
just
and
the micros. The micros were not
yeah.
our friends on Friday, and
This was my first week going back to micros, because I was doing, I like my 3 entries. I was doing 3 minis, and I'm like, no, if I scale down to 3 sets of 7 on the micros, I'm
you have a better risk profile.
my risk profile for Apex. Like, I'm not going to hit that drawdown. I can just trade all day, and I'm not going to hit that drawdown unless I hit like 10 in a row. No, I think it's 10 in a row, 10 losses in a row. And if I'm trading on strategy,
That should
very, very, very low probability of that.
right. Exactly.
Fucking micros.
I think part of my issue is this week I noticed that the volatility was starting to come back into the markets. Like, we've been in the summer slowdown for so long that I think it just caught me off guard. And Friday was the culmination of that, where I was trading patiently very well throughout most of the week, and then the volatility of Friday hit, and I just got sucked into it.
Yeah.
I feel like I went from taking like 2 trades a day to taking 5 that day. So that tells you that, yeah, okay, maybe there was a case to be made for each of them, but I still wasn't trading well.
Damn. Yeah, and you could look at the TPO on Friday too. It was fucking bonkers.
Right. But I mean, that's why we share these things, right? We take the lessons from it, and we hopefully learn from it. And I'll tell you what, the next time I see the markets, the low liquidity environment, I'm going to remember how this felt today, or on Friday. I'm going to remember how that felt trying to continue trading in that environment, and I'm just going to choose not to.
Yeah. We'll go play some StarCraft instead.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we'll wait for the liquidity to come back out. Come on.
There you go.
Play some games.
There you go. Find a different market.
There you go.
All right, should we move on to a bet pick?
Yeah, I hear I'm on deck for a big swing.
Yeah, it's your turn, right?
Yeah.
Save this month if we can.
I need it, wanna beat it, gonna win it if I take it from you. I'm filling my positions, quit your bitching, random's gonna lose. Got a chart full of levels and a stop that's not too tight. It's bet picking time in the shop, so pick 'em right.
Dan, you said you had a couple of choices, huh?
I do. I've got 2 choices for you. The first one is JP Morgan, JPM.
Interesting.
I mean, we're probably not going to get like a 10%. Like, this isn't fucking meme
This
stock.
isn't a week saver.
If we're doing 2 weeks with this one, this is just a safe pick because bonds are going up, and it's on the daily. It's come back into where you'd expect the bulls to hold it at.
Yeah, I could see that.
They've been really pushing down, and then it hit.
Should be a pretty solid support right around 144. Yeah.
The other one, though, it's leading up to earnings on September 6th. Is I don't know. It's a little retailer, video game retailer company called GameStop. GME.
Gami.
GameStop. GameStop
Yes.
Corporation. I think they're Asian.
I think I'm familiar.
I think the chart looks pretty juicy.
They're in the middle of a range. They're at the bottom of the range where you'd expect them to hold and push back up to retest the top.
Yeah. But then again, earnings have been awful for most
They've been
companies.
beating GameStop at least, but their revenue has been declining, it looks like.
Yeah.
But when is their earnings actually?
September 6th.
Until that. Well, we could close out our trade before earnings if it's doing
put our
well.
stops right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. So I'm hearing got me stip.
Well, let's we got to figure out here first. Is this a new month?
Yeah. Yeah, because what the Monday is on the 28th,
Yeah.
so it switches to the new month this week.
Okay. So this is a new month. I can see the case for either side. I kind of like the GameStop one though. Because JP Morgan, I'd want to get it a little bit lower. I'd want to get it somewhere around 144, 145.
Okay. All right. Well, then sounds like we've got a bet pick. Kyle, where are we putting those stops and take profits?
Well, I know the stop should probably go below that's the distribution low. So where is that? 1541 is the recent low.
Yeah. So 15 even or 15-15?
I was thinking 15 even, give it a little bit in case they want to flush it a little bit.
Okay. All right. So where's our take profits?
I would say, where's the volume node? The high volume node of the current distribution. I'll start with there and then put the other one at the other side. I'd say it probably should be somewhere around like 20, 21.
Okay, I got a volume node at 19. I got a volume node at 20.5, and then we got 23.
Let's go 20 half and 23.
Well, let's call it 22.85.
2285?
Front run it.
Front run it. Okay, fair enough. And then do we want to put anything in there for earnings? Like if we're profitable, we put our stops at break even.
It's up to you, man.
It's a new month, and it doesn't seem like we should risk it. Maybe we could just go half off stops to break even if we're profitable.
I like to go big